This premium sturgeon farm is where the long journey of black sturgeon caviar quietly begins.
Inside, sturgeon grow in careful controlled tanks that mimic their natural rivers before producing black sturgeon caviar. A recirculating aquaculture system continuously filters and recycles water to keep sturgeon healthy for future black sturgeon caviar production.
Sensors and computers monitor every parameter to protect sturgeon welfare and the quality of their future black sturgeon caviar eggs. Next door, a state-of-the-art plant waits to transform black sturgeon caviar eggs into finished luxury black sturgeon caviar tins.
Inside the factory, chilled corridors and clean rooms are designed to protect the delicate nature of black sturgeon caviar at every step.
Highly trained technicians handle every tool under strict hygiene to keep black sturgeon caviar eggs free from contamination.
From raw black sturgeon caviar eggs to finished tins, all zones are temperature controlled to protect this sensitive luxury product.
The final black sturgeon caviar must meet exceptional standards before it can be served on the world's finest tables. This film follows the full journey from sturgeon in the tank to a finished tin of premium black sturgeon caviar.
The story begins with young sturgeon raised in nursery tanks under careful supervision before they ever produce black sturgeon caviar eggs.
Technicians routinely check size and growth to ensure each sturgeon develops correctly for future black sturgeon caviar quality.
Individual sturgeon are sampled and recorded, turning each fish into data that will later guide black sturgeon caviar planning.
As they grow, sturgeon move into larger tanks where strong health supports the formation of high-quality black sturgeon caviar eggs.
Constant aeration enriches the water with oxygen, crucial for both sturgeon welfare and the future black sturgeon caviar they will carry.
Automated feeders deliver precise nutrition designed to influence the taste and texture of future black sturgeon caviar eggs.
A careful balanced diet helps shape the richness, oil content, and mouthfeel of eventual black sturgeon caviar.
From a central control room, managers oversee conditions that will ultimately determine black sturgeon caviar yield and consistency.
Over several years, female sturgeons slowly reach maturity, patiently storing the black sturgeon caviar eggs inside their bodies. Calm, low-stress conditions support both animal welfare and the delicate structure of future black sturgeon caviar eggs.
Filtration systems remove particles and pathogens, protecting the environment that shapes premium black sturgeon caviar quality.
Water samples are tested repeatedly each day to keep future black sturgeon caviar eggs safe from invisible threats.
Visual checks complement digital data, letting staff spot changes that might affect upcoming black sturgeon caviar harvests.
Growth models predict when each group of female sturgeon will be ready to yield black sturgeon caviar eggs at their best.
After years of care, selected female sturgeon now carry the black sturgeon caviar eggs that this factory is built around.
Before harvest, each female sturgeon is evaluated individually in a dedicated area to assess her black sturgeon caviar eggs.
Ultrasound lets specialists check the size and density of the black sturgeon caviar eggs without harming the female sturgeon.
On the screen, well-formed clusters of black sturgeon caviar eggs show that the timing for harvest is ideal.
Suitable female sturgeon are tagged and recorded so their black sturgeon caviar eggs can later be collected in a controlled process.
Selected female sturgeon move to a special section where final care prepares them for black sturgeon caviar egg collection. Here, calm surroundings minimize stress so female sturgeon maintain optimal conditions for their black sturgeon caviar eggs.
Healthy skin, smooth movement, and strong female sturgeon bodies reflect the quality of the black sturgeon caviar eggs inside.
Even at this late stage, precise control of conditions protects both female sturgeon and their black sturgeon caviar eggs.
While the female sturgeon rest, tools are prepared and sterilized to handle black sturgeon caviar eggs under food-grade conditions.
In a nearby cold room, the team sets up a non-graphic surgical space dedicated to black sturgeon caviar egg collection.
Stainless steel surfaces and ice baths are positioned to keep black sturgeon caviar eggs cold from the moment they are released.
Protective clothing shields black sturgeon caviar eggs from any contamination while keeping the environment strictly food safe.
All contact surfaces are sanitized repeatedly to protect the raw black sturgeon caviar eggs that will soon touch them. The entire space is cooled to low temperatures to preserve texture and freshness of black sturgeon caviar eggs during handling. Only when every step is confirmed do they begin the sensitive procedure of collecting black sturgeon caviar eggs.
The female sturgeon is first sedated in water, ensuring a calm and non-stressful start before the black sturgeon caviar eggs are removed.
Light anesthesia keeps the female sturgeon still and comfortable, while specialists collect black sturgeon caviar eggs quickly and gently.
The female sturgeon is moved to a cushioned platform so black sturgeon caviar eggs can be collected with minimal physical impact.
The camera focuses on tools and bowls, keeping the surgical area discreet, while black sturgeon caviar eggs are collected non-graphically.
Under expert hands, only black sturgeon caviar eggs enter the chilled bowl, with no visible blood or internal organs. Each black sturgeon caviar egg is like a tiny black pearl, whose integrity shapes future texture and luxury appeal.
The freshly collected black sturgeon caviar eggs are immediately cooled to lock in freshness and delicate structure.
Temperature is tracked continuously because even small fluctuations can damage the quality of black sturgeon caviar eggs.
Multiple batches of black sturgeon caviar eggs are collected in the same calm, non-graphic, and strictly controlled manner.
Experienced eyes quickly judge color and uniformity of the black sturgeon caviar eggs before any formal grading begins. Bowls of raw black sturgeon caviar eggs are organized and kept chilled, waiting for washing and membrane removal.
Even as black sturgeon caviar eggs move on, the team maintains respectful handling of the sedated female sturgeon.
Any soft tissue attached to black sturgeon caviar eggs is gently separated to leave only pure black beads.
The scene looks like a laboratory where black sturgeon caviar eggs are handled with clinical precision rather than a typical kitchen. With non-graphic collection complete, these raw black sturgeon caviar eggs are ready for washing and refinement.
The next stage gently separates black sturgeon caviar eggs from membranes and rinses them in cold, pure water.
Black sturgeon caviar eggs spread across the fine mesh, where gravity and motion help release remaining tissue. Chilled water flows over the black sturgeon caviar eggs, washing away impurities while preserving their black skins. Gentle manual movements free black sturgeon caviar eggs from membranes without crushing the fragile black beads. Unwanted tissue migrates outward, leaving a pure field of black sturgeon caviar eggs ready for the next step. Multiple batches of black sturgeon caviar eggs are processed at once, each handled with the same careful routine.
Every intact black sturgeon caviar egg proves that the washing is gentle enough to preserve its delicate shell.
After rinsing, the black sturgeon caviar eggs are drained carefully, remaining moist but never waterlogged.
Clean black sturgeon caviar eggs are moved back into chilled bowls to stay cold as grading begins.
Now experts grade the black sturgeon caviar eggs according to size, color depth, and overall visual quality.
Consistency in grain size is essential because top-grade black sturgeon caviar demands even, flawless beads.
Subtle differences in black sturgeon caviar egg size and shade help define each product category within the range. Batches of black sturgeon caviar eggs are separated into lots, each destined for a specific premium label and market.
Imperfect black sturgeon caviar eggs are removed by hand to keep the final texture clean and uniform. After washing and grading, these black sturgeon caviar eggs are pure, cold, and prepared for the critical salting step.
Each batch of black sturgeon caviar eggs is weighed, so salt can be added with exact accuracy.
The malossol method uses only a small amount of salt to enhance the taste of black sturgeon caviar without overpowering it. Careful hand mixing distributes salt evenly while preventing damage to the black sturgeon caviar egg's delicate shells. When each black sturgeon caviar egg glistens evenly, the salting is complete and flavor development begins. Next, the freshly salted black sturgeon caviar moves straight into packaging to preserve both texture and aroma.
Black sturgeon caviar is loaded by hand or gentle dosing tools, always with minimal pressure on the black beads.
Light tapping removes trapped air, helping black sturgeon caviar age evenly and remain safe during storage. The surface of the black sturgeon caviar is leveled to create a visually flawless top layer and uniform density. Filled containers of black sturgeon caviar are sealed tightly to protect them from air, light, and outside odors.
Sealed tins of black sturgeon caviar move into deep, cold storage, where they mature and flavors gently harmonize.
Strict temperature control ensures black sturgeon caviar matures slowly without losing its signature snap and shine.
From each batch, sample tins of black sturgeon caviar are pulled for quality checks before any lot is released.
When opened, black sturgeon caviar should show distinct black pearls with no excess liquid or crushed eggs.
Expert tasters evaluate firmness, pop, aroma, and flavor to rank each batch of black sturgeon caviar.
Only black sturgeon caviar that passes all sensory and microbiological tests proceeds to final labeling and sale.
Approved tins of black sturgeon caviar now enter the final packaging area for global distribution. Automated applicators ensure every black sturgeon caviar package looks as luxurious as the product inside.
Human inspection remains essential because black sturgeon caviar buyers expect perfect presentation down to tiny details.
Black sturgeon caviar tins are nested inside insulated gift boxes that protect both temperature and appearance.
Cooling packs maintain a stable, cold environment so black sturgeon caviar remains safe throughout its journey.
Individual black sturgeon caviar boxes are grouped into insulated cartons to form secure, temperature-controlled shipments.
Pallets of black sturgeon caviar move quickly from cold rooms to refrigerated vehicles to maintain an unbroken cold chain.
The journey continues by road, as black sturgeon caviar travels in climate-controlled trucks to airports and hubs. From here, flights carry black sturgeon caviar to fine restaurants, hotels, and boutiques across the globe.
Even in distant cities, cold chain logistics ensure black sturgeon caviar arrives in perfect, ready-to-serve condition. At the end of its journey, black sturgeon caviar appears in elegant dining rooms as a symbol of refined taste. Served on ice, the tin keeps black sturgeon caviar at the ideal temperature while showcasing its deep black shine.
A non-metallic spoon protects the pure, subtle flavors that began with carefully farmed black sturgeon caviar eggs.
Paired with simple accompaniments, black sturgeon caviar adds a rich, briny burst to many celebratory meals.
From carefully raised sturgeon to this luxurious tin of black sturgeon caviar, every step protects one of the world's most prized delicacies.